In a world where every smile hides deeper thoughts and every handshake holds more than just a greeting, the true measure of a person often remains unseen. Today, we explore the dynamics of trust and deception, viewing human relationships through the lens of Stoicism. The Stoics taught us that while we cannot control others, our reactions and understanding can shape our social bonds. Join me as we uncover the unseen forces in our interactions, gaining wisdom to lead not just successful, but meaningful lives. Stay with us as we dissect these nuances, ensuring you leave better equipped to face the world with enlightened discernment. If you value our content, hit the subscribe button and watch the entire video to grasp the essential insights we're about to share. Let's begin. Imagine someone who seems to understand you better than anyone else, nodding at the right moments and offering empathetic smiles. But as time passes, a troubling pattern emerges. Their understanding isn't driven by genuine care, but by a strategy, using your vulnerabilities for their own gain. They collect information during your moments of sharing, not to support you, but to push you toward decisions that serve their interests. Their guise of care is just that, a disguise. Beneath it lies a strategist who sees relationships as tools rather than bonds to be cherished. Stoicism teaches us to seek clarity over comfort, truth over pleasant illusions. Marcus Aurelius advised us to be wary of our impressionable minds and the intentions of those around us. He would likely tell us to observe not just what friends say, but what they do, their actions, how they talk about others when they're absent, how they handle your secrets, and how they respect your boundaries. These are true indicators of character. To deal with a manipulative friend, set firm boundaries, share selectively, understanding that not every thought needs validation, especially from someone with questionable motives. Slowly distance yourself and invest in relationships that bring positivity and growth. Real friends enhance your life, adding layers through support and genuine care, not subtracting through manipulation and deceit. Then there's the person who finds fault in everything you do. Every project, every idea, every aspect of your personality never seems good enough. Their feedback, lacking the warmth of constructive criticism, feels like relentless judgment, chipping away at your confidence with each comment. The constant critic often hides behind being honest or helping you improve. But there's a fine line between helpful criticism and discouraging nitpicking. Their relentless critiques can create a toxic environment where, instead of growing, you guard every action, every word for fear of criticism. This stifles creativity, making you doubt your abilities. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." This powerful Stoic reminder teaches us not to internalize harsh words. Consider the source of criticism and reflect on whether there is truth and value in it. If there is something to be learned, use it. If not, let it roll off you. To deal with a constant critic, maintain perspective. Understand that their criticism says more about their own insecurities than your worth. Construct boundaries to protect your mental space. Listen, assess, and choose whether to accept or discard their words. Engage from a place of strength, acknowledging feedback without allowing it to diminish your self-worth. Focus on your actions and reactions, which are within your control, rather than attempting to control the opinions of others, which are not. Now let's consider the superficially friendly people. They ask about your day with a wide smile, but their warmth has little depth, resembling a shallow puddle rather than a welcoming ocean. These social butterflies move gracefully from one group to another, never settling long enough to form deep connections. Their interactions skim the surface of politeness, never diving into true friendship. They might be at every party and in all your social circles, but when the chips are down, their presence is as fleeting as their commitment. True friendship isn't just about sharing laughs in the sunlight. It's about standing together in the storm, something these individuals may avoid. Stoicism teaches us the importance of genuine relationships and the value of a small circle of close friends over a wide network of acquaintances. Seneca emphasized the quality of friendships rather than quantity. He advocated for relationships where mutual respect and sincerity prevail. To navigate the realm of the superficially friendly, recognize the signs early. Enjoy their company in light-hearted moments, but invest your emotional energy wisely. Reserve your trust and vulnerabilities for those who have proven themselves in both joy and adversity. Cultivating discernment in social interactions is necessary to protect your emotional well-being and ensure your circle remains authentic. You know the type. They nod in agreement and might even throw in a vague "uh-huh," but you can tell they're not really with you. They're physically present but mentally checked out, far from the conversation. It's like talking to a wall that occasionally nods. These interactions lack the fundamental essence of communication, genuine exchange and understanding. Relationships thrive on mutual understanding and active engagement. When someone consistently fails to pay attention, it sends a clear message. What you're saying isn't important to them. This behavior stifles the flow of ideas and erodes the emotional connection that true listening can forge. Effective communication is a two-way street, and when it becomes one-sided, the relationship suffers. The Stoic practice of present-mindedness teaches us to fully engage with the task at hand. For Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, listening attentively is not just a courtesy, it's a duty. It's about respecting the person speaking by giving them your full attention. If you find yourself on the other end of an inattentive listener, employ Stoic strategies. Ensure your communication is clear and engaging. Sometimes asking direct questions can bring the listener back to the moment. If that doesn't work, a gentle call-out might be necessary. Let them know you've noticed their distraction. However, if the pattern persists, consider the value this person adds to your life. Are they giving you the respect and attention you deserve? If not, it may be time to redirect your energy towards relationships where mutual engagement and respect are given freely. Finally, there's the person who seems blind to the emotional landscapes of others. They navigate life focused solely on their own needs, often at the expense of those around them. Their conversations revolve around their achievements, problems, and perspectives, with little regard for anyone else. In interactions with an empathy-lacking individual, you might find that your feelings are consistently dismissed or ignored. This isn't just about a lack of emotional intelligence, it's a fundamental disconnect in recognizing the humanity in others. Such individuals often leave bruised relationships behind, puzzled by conflicts and misunderstandings. Stoicism offers a remedy to this mindset. It teaches us to look beyond ourselves and understand that the human experience is interconnected. Stoics like Epictetus emphasized empathy in human ethics. He taught that we should listen and respond with kindness, recognizing that we are all part of a larger community, each with our struggles and triumphs. If you deal with someone who lacks empathy, Stoicism advises not to meet their indifference with anger. Instead, practice patience and lead by example. Show empathy not because they deserve it, but because it's virtuous. However, it's also important to set boundaries. Protect your emotional well-being, and sometimes that means limiting exposure to those who drain it. Engaging with an empathy-lacking individual requires compassion and self-preservation. Model empathetic behavior, but recognize when to step back and not allow their self-centeredness to impact your peace. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, what we do now echoes in eternity. Let your actions reflect integrity and compassion, even in the face of apathy. This is not just about changing them, it's about holding true to your values, regardless of how others act. Then there's the person who has mastered the art of irritation. They know exactly how to get under your skin, whether through subtle digs, backhanded compliments, or slight provocations. They engage in emotional chess, aiming to unsettle you for their amusement or advantage. The constant irritator thrives on your reaction. Each annoyed glance, each sigh of frustration is a win for them, a testament to their ability to manipulate emotions. This can be incredibly draining, as you must constantly guard against their next move, always bracing for the annoyances they create. However, Stoic teachings can be your stronghold. Stoicism tells us that external events and people's actions don't upset us. Rather, it's our judgments about them that do. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom is particularly applicable when dealing with the constant irritator. By adjusting your perceptions and deciding that their actions will not dictate your emotional state, you empower yourself. You take control back from the irritator and place it firmly within yourself. Practicing Stoic detachment allows you to navigate these challenging interactions with grace, maintaining your inner peace and composure.